Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. Oh my lord, and tonight I'm going to talk about Georgia winning the national championship 65-7 versus TCU. Oh my lord, what happened? I believe the score at halftime was 30-7. They ended up putting another, 28 points on the board in the second half, winning the game 65 to 7. TCU got their touchdown on a bonus Simon. They got in the red zone and they scored. I think Max Duggan with a quarterback run. But once that first touchdown came after that, I mean, it was all she wrote, man. 60. I think it was what it was like freaking. At that point, it was 7-10, and I think we all thought, oh, we got a ball game now. We got a ball games now, freaking 7-10. No, freaking after that, freaking Georgia went on to score like freaking 55 unanswered points. Holy cow, man. What the hell happened tonight, man? What the hell happened? Look, if I'm the TCU athletic director, I'm for sure having a meeting tomorrow with head coach Sonny Diker. And I'm like, Sonny, what the hell happened, man? I'm very proud of this team. You're getting us all the way to the national championship, but that was embarrassing, man. 65-7, 38-7 at halftime. Very embarrassing. This felt like a Saturday when these schools pay $1 million. So like, hey, like Appalachian State, go play Alabama. Here's $1 million. You're gonna get embarrassed, but we'll give you $1 million to do the honors. That's what it felt like tonight. It felt like that's all. At least those schools get $1 million. TCU didn't even get in. They got the ass whooping of a lifetime, and they didn't get any money out of it. Georgia Shiloki paid TCU $1 million for the butt whipping they gave them tonight, man. This felt like a freaking Division One for like Division Three. This was embarrassing, man. Jesus Christ, man, I cannot believe this. After this game, like, what do you do? Like, I literally forgot it was a national championship game. Once the game, I finished watching the game, but once the game was over, I turned off the TV. I forgot about the trophy. I'm like, I realized like 30 minutes later, I'm like, oh my god, that was the national championship I just watched, and I didn't even watch the trophy presentation because I was, man. I'm like, if you're the TCU players, like, what do? You're like, I wouldn't be heartbroken at all. I would be like shocked. I'm like, what happened tonight? Like, I wouldn't be heartbroken after losing this game. I would just be like, wow, we thought we're not nowhere as good as we are. We got a lot of work to do. We got to look ourselves in the mirror. Like, I wouldn't even be heartbroken. I wouldn't be sad. I would just be like wondering what happened. I would be like surprised, like, what happened? I thought we were about shit. We were simply full of it. Like, this wasn't, like I said, like the coach, man. Oh, this was embarrassing, man. I mean, I think they I think they the SEC, man, the players, man, they're just bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, more muscular. I don't know, man. They couldn't. The secondary couldn't cover the receivers. They couldn't tackle the running backs, the front seven. It was just bad, ladies and gentlemen. Some stats here, real quick. Freaking Max Duggan, 14 for 22, 152 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He did have a touchdown running, though. But yeah, as a team, TCU, man, I mean, I think Ermi Dorkmano, 59 yards, but not that much, man. Darius Davis at the way with 5 catches, 101 yards. Everybody else pretty much sucked on the wide receivers. For Georgia, Stanton Bennett, 18 for 25, 204 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also had another 2 through the ground. He ran for 39 yards, 2 touchdowns. So overall, Stanton Benton had 6 touchdowns, 2 through the ground, and 4 through the air. Jesus Christ, man. Threw for over 300 yards. As a team, they ran for 254 yards. And Freaking Brock Bowers, 7 catches, 152 yards, 1 touchdown. Ladd McConkey, the tight end, I believe, 5 catches, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns. Those were the 2 guys they couldn't stop, man. Freaking the tight end, Ladd McConkey, and freaking the other receiver, what's his face, Brock Boyers, man. Those 2 guys, man, they just had no answer for them. Number 8, number 19, and number 84. They had no answer for them. That's TCU defense, man. They did whatever they wanted with the running backs. They did whatever they wanted. Like I said, 254 yards rushing, right? I believe TCU only had like 59 yards rushing. Like Max Duggan, 1 touchdown. Stanton Bennett, 6 touchdowns. Oh my goodness, man. Stanton Bennett threw for over 300 yards. Max Duggan only threw for like 50 yards. Man, I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't know what to say. You realize, man, you're not that good, right? This is where you realize, man, I'm not that good. I got a lot of work to do if I ever want to be a national champion. Makes you wonder about maybe they should take away all these conferences, right? The Big 12, man. Once again, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, they got smashed by an SEC school. Because remember that they beat Michigan, but they're in the Big 10. But again, they ran into the SEC and they had no answer for the SEC. I don't know. I just don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe that was a national championship. I just cannot believe it. If I'm a player, I'm like, that's it. That's our experience. We get our behinds whooped 65-7. Man, you prepare your behind for the last 9-10 days for this game after beating Michigan on New Year's Eve, and just to get blown out like that. And I don't think there's much you could do. He's just not simply good enough versus those freaking Georgia SEC players, man. I don't know, Sonny Dykes, man. I kind of feel sorry for him. This is why freaking Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma, Brian Kelly left Notre Dame, because they just know, man. And Lincoln Riley, I'm not sure. USC, right? I'm not sure if they're ever defensively. Offensively, they will, but defensively, I'm not sure if they're ever going to be able to compete with the SEC, honestly, to be honest with you. I think Brian Kelly, honestly, long-term, he has a better chance to compete all around being an LSU and SEC school. But if this is why they leave, man, because not only because of the money, but also because they were listed, they're like, Notre Dame doesn't have the players. Neither Oklahoma on the defensive side, they don't have the players to compete with the SEC. You know, there's not much you can do. It's just that SEC, man, they're just a different animal. Man, I mean, maybe the Big Ten, Ohio State, Michigan. Outside of that, there's not really anything. I don't think nobody can. Maybe when Clemson had freaking Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson, right? But outside of that, man, there's not much you can do. I don't see a team in the Big Ten that you battled on in the Big 12 that can compete. I don't see a team currently in the ACC that can compete now that, Clemson doesn't have a good quarterback. And like I said, USC and UCLA in the Pac-12, I just don't think defensively they're going to be able to compete with the SEC, man. But yeah, that's what I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, I'm out like a light. Chocolate and ice cream, Sonny Sky or Sonny Dykes. I beg your pardon. Have a good night, everybody.